Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. By sharing yesterday, now you've missed a 500 times gain, and you call yourself a god of stocks. But Buffett insisted. No, it's dangerous, I'm right. Is he crazy? Because they've been running the business world for over half a century, they no longer need to learn, they think that only you need to understand. When I was about to retire, even if there is a cryptocurrency, I don't care. That's their attitude. I found out, everyone who I think has learned enough, in this day and age, it's scary. Not only are they terrible in their faith, being led by God is even more terrifying. Because of their faith, already have their own set, thinking that participating in it is just fitting in with the beliefs you offer, as a little bitty part of his life. It's like a tiara or a tie. If you don't like it, change the collar. If you don't like it, convert to Taoism, or no longer, believe in Catholicism. In other words, they turn faith into an ornament of life, because they're so successful and accomplished. He is already a doctor, professor, or doctor of divinity. So, when something new comes along, because of his academic achievements, as a result, he didn't act in a way to survive, that is, getting the attitude that truly saves lives. Face the new thing. So, he's not gonna spend time on it. In the process, even faith has not shaken its foundations. Therefore, it is difficult for rich people to enter heaven. The reason is they've become famous and rich, there's no need to survive or learn. This phenomenon, that's what religious people often say about revivals. I am famous and rich, I am a religious man, I know all about it. In other words, he didn't need to survive. I don't have to condescend to accept it, or study these emerging revivals. What about some new believers? No doubt some of the new Christians, when they see these revivals, they are immediately involved. Because they're not famous and rich, it's not a success. It's nothing. That was me at the time. So, when you ask, I have a lot of unique factors. Of course, these factors are actually setbacks. If the person has low self-esteem or does not want to make progress, this is destroying him. However, this has led me to accept this belief, and to achieve this level, see myself as a rotten head who agrees with this kind of leadership. All in all, those who have studied well or studied theology in religion, or even famous and rich people, to accept God's guidance and the faith of the times, they have turned faith into icing on the cake. But faith is about putting your life on the line. Basically, to get to my stage, you have to put your life on the line for one verse. You can imagine how different their beliefs are from mine. Even the whole Bible, they don't care to put their lives on the line, let alone a verse. In terms of the starting point of faith, they're the difference between an ant and an elephant. However, after that starting point, I am not satisfied with the status quo but always progress. And with so many objective factors, I was able to make such a difference. And the best part, looking back all these years later, in fact, I have changed a lot. Basically, I started out as a traditional Christian and a church, so far, it has advanced beyond the reach of all churches. The reason, as I said, I keep learning, I'm not resting on my laurels. Imagine asking a theologian to study finance. Would he want to? You go and make money. He worked so hard to become a doctor of divinity, he will rest on our laurels and keep going. As for the medical conspiracy, the technological conspiracy, the financial conspiracy, or Freemason, not only dabble but specialize as if it were a subject, in finance, for example, better than the experts. Why would he take the time to learn? Because, he was a poor student, working his way up to a Doctor of Divinity. After graduation, nature is reluctant to change. Not me. Over the years, whenever I approached a new topic, even if it's a stranger and there's no one else to consult, I will take the initiative to study. To bless others, and to make your proposal, I spent the first half of the year working on each proposal. Why, then, would a pastor do such a thing? The set of information you asked him to share on stage, 6 months of preparation off the stage? Who are you? He wouldn't do that. But in my case, in addition to information, even something good for you, I would have spent so much time. Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
We were born to become game changers. It's us versus the world, no surrender. For we bide in our time and learn from those before us, till the day our voices shake the heavens. For the Lamb of God we shall change the world, shatter worldviews, traditions, infecting our minds, holding fast to love, yeah, the love of Christ. We are fearless, for Jesus is on our side.